Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Now today's topic which we have to discuss is nutrition in animals. Okay. Now nutrition in animals, firstly we will see what is nutrition. Nutrition is actually the process by which animals and plants they take in the food and utilize it. Means जो animals जो food intake करते हैं and how that food is utilized. उस फूड को वो कैसे यूज करते हैं, जो भी फूड एनिमल्स दे ईट एंड उसको कैसे यूज करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज न्यूट्रिशन. एंड plants they also do the same thing, but today we'll mainly focus on nutrition in animals. So we will see what are the two modes of nutrition. Modes of nutrition means the ways by which different organisms or different plants they take in food and utilize it. Okay. Now first mode is autotrophic mode and second mode is heterotrophic mode. Okay. So we'll come to the first autotrophic nutrition mode. Now the word auto over here is actually derived from the word automatic. Automatic means something which is being done on its own. So autotrophic nutrition is that nutrition in which plants they prepare their own food. That is why plants are known as autotrophs, or they are also called as primary producers of food. Means they produce the food or they manufacture the food. Okay, before going through this discussion, I would like to clear one thing. Manufacturing the food, preparing the food is very much different from cooking the food. Manufacturing the food or preparing the food is never equal to cooking the food. What we do is we cook the food, but plants they manufacture the food. How do they do that? The answer is very simple, that is photosynthesis. Plants they prepare their own food with the help of photosynthesis process. Okay. In photosynthesis process, they actually combine simple inorganic matter into the complex organic ones. What are inorganic matters? Inorganic matters are those matters which are not having carbon and hydrogen bond. In inorganic substances, you will not find this carbon hydrogen bond. For example, you see CO2. Carbon dioxide का formula होता है CO2. So in this carbon and oxygen bond is there, but if you talk about water, the formula is H2O. In both these compounds, there is no carbon and hydrogen bond, so they are inorganic matter. And if you talk about organic ones like glucose formula is C6H12O6. Okay, it is very much clearly given over here. ग्लूकोज का फॉर्मूला है C6H12O6. तो अगर आपको इसके स्ट्रक्चर को देखना है तो यू कैन सी माय अर्लियर वीडियोस. इन दैट द स्ट्रक्चर इज वेरी क्लियरली शोन. Okay, so you see these inorganic substances they are converted into organic ones by the process of photosynthesis into the plants. Okay, we'll see the reaction of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a reaction by which plants they prepare their own food and convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll in leaves. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a substance or a green pigment which is found in the green leaves of the plants. Actually, chlorophyll is green in color which gives the leaves its color. Okay, chlorophyll एक green color pigment है जो कि plants या leaves में present होता है. Leaves का green color ही इसलिए होता है क्योंकि उनमें chlorophyll है. Chlorophyll ही green color का होता है. So you see, plants they take in the sunlight from the sun. Carbon dioxide they obtain from the atmosphere. All the human activities like respiration, through respiration we exhale carbon dioxide, or other human activities like industrialization and these things, and other animals they also exhale carbon dioxide. So all this carbon dioxide is taken up by the green leaves. Water, plants they get the water from the root they absorb the water from the soil. Okay, so water is obtained from the root, from the soil, and they convert this carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll. They convert it into glucose and oxygen. Okay, chlorophyll is, it actually absorbs the sunlight. So plants, they can only prepare their food in the daytime because chlorophyll, it absorbs the sunlight, and the energy from this sunlight, it helps in the conversion of carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. And this oxygen is being uh, given out by the plants, which is used like by different animals and human beings for inhaling. Okay, now we will discuss heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition means nutrition in which the non-green plants and animals, they cannot prepare their own food, means they are unable to prepare their own food. And all non-green plants and animals are heterotrophs. They lie under this heterotrophic nutrition because they cannot prepare their own food at as the plants they do. Okay, they cannot convert inorganic substances into organic substances. Rather, what we do is we actually take organic substances from plants or from other animals and convert it into energy. For example, starch is converted into glucose into the body. So you see, we are converting one organic matter into the other organic matter. But what plants do, they actually convert inorganic matters into organic matters, and this is not done by the heterotrophs. So we are actually dependent on plants because plants, they are the primary producers. Autotrophs are the primary producers of plant, means वो ही plants को produce करते हैं. So heterotrophs, if you see, they are actually dependent on plants because heterotrophs, they have two sources of food. First is plants. Either they will eat the plants we eat, the plants in the form of leaves, for example spinach, or for example fruits, vegetables. Or heterotroph, they eat other animals like goat, hens. Okay, so heterotrophs, and they are dependent on plants or other animals. So heterotroph, they actually are dependent on plants or other animals, means या तो हेटरोट्रॉफ प्लांट्स को खाएंगे या वो अदर एनिमल्स को खाएंगे. पर वो अदर एनिमल्स वो क्या है, वो भी तो प्लांट्स को ही खा रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट अ गोट, goat is actually eaten goat is actually eaten by a loin. But what does the goat eat? Goat eat the plants. So loin is actually directly dependent on goat, but indirectly dependent on plants. So heterotroph, they are dependent on plants or the primary producer, or you can say autotroph. So three things are same: plants, autotroph, and primary producers. So heterotroph, they are directly dependent on plants or indirectly dependent on plants. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Now we'll sum up this with the one table that is between heterotrophs and autotrophs difference. Now autotrophs, if you see, they can prepare their food from CO2, water and sunlight. Okay, this process of converting the food, uh, preparing the food and converting CO2 and water into the organic substances in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called as photosynthesis. Well, heterotrophs, they cannot do this thing. They obtain it from other organisms. Heterotrophs ये नहीं करते हैं. Heterotrophs क्या करते हैं, या तो plants को खाते हैं या तो फिर वो उन एनिमल्स को खाते हैं जो प्लांट्स पे डिपेंड होते हैं. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से अगर हम देखें तो हेट्रोट्रॉफ्स, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ अ ह्यूमन बीइंग ईदर इट ईट्स डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वेजिटेबल्स एंड फ्रूट्स, या तो वो फ्रूट्स या वेजिटेबल्स खाएगा, तो डायरेक्टली प्लांट पे डिपेंड हुआ. और अगर ह्यूमन बीइंग गोट या हेन इसमें से या नॉनवेज पे डिपेंड है, तो वो उन एनिमल्स को खा रहा है जो डायरेक्टली प्लांट्स पे डिपेंड है. तो इस तरीके से ह्यूमन बीइंग जो है वो डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली दोनों तरीके से प्लांट्स पे डिपेंड हुआ. मींस हेटेरोट्रॉफ प्लांट्स पे डिपेंड हुआ. अब ये क्लियर हुआ. नाउ food is prepared in daytime. The next point is, in autotroph the food is prepared in daytime. This is very much clear because I have already told you कि फोटोसिंथेसिस कब होता है, जब सनलाइट प्रेजेंट होती है, क्योंकि सनलाइट क्लोरोफिल जो है वो सनलाइट को एब्जॉर्ब करता है. तो फूड सिर्फ डे टाइम में ही प्रिपेयर हो सकता है इसमें. बट in heterotroph, food can be obtained from any time. Obtained is actually the correct word. Obtaining it means we are taking it from other sources. हम उसे खुद नहीं बना रहे, फूड हम obtain कर रहे हैं और फिर उसे कुक कर रहे हैं, वो different thing है. Okay, so heterotroph they can obtain it anytime, while autotroph they can only prepare it in the daytime. So autotrophs they require chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is actually a green pigment which is necessary for preparing the food. This we have discussed earlier. Now, while in heterotroph no such pigment is required. And example is all green plant and some bacteria. These some bacteria which we are talking about, they are actually having chlorophyll. Then only they can prepare their own food. Okay, these bacteria they have chlorophyll. Heterotroph example is human beings and all non-green plants and algae which cannot prepare their own food. They take it from other sources. Now coming to the topic, that is nutrition in animals. Animals, they are heterotrophic in nature, that is being explained. Now they eat ready-made food. Ready-made food means they can, if they are taking in the meat, they are obtaining it from other animals. If they are taking it cauliflower or broccoli, or you'd say potato, onion, ginger, or spinach or peas or carrots or different vegetables, they take it from plants. So they eat the ready-made food which is being prepared or which they obtain from different other animals. Now they consume solid organic matter as food. Now this is also the same thing, that because animals they are heterotrophs, and heterotrophs they consume solid organic matter. Heterotrophs cannot convert the inorganic matter into organic matter like plants are doing. So heterotrophs they actually take in the solid organic matter as food. Means heterotrophs जो होते हैं वो खुद कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर में मिला कर तो ग्लूकोज नहीं बना सकते, तो उनको जो है ऑर्गेनिक मैटर जो है कहाँ से मिलेगा, एज अ फूड from other plants or from other animals. Now this type of nutrition in which ready-made food is being eaten, and solid organic substances they are taken in as food and they are converted into other organic substances. This type of nutrition is called as holozoic nutrition. Understood? Now we see what are the 5 steps in nutrition in animals. The first one is ingestion, next is digestion, second is absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Now the 5 steps, if we see, we'll see in a brief. Okay, you see in a brief we'll see this first. Now ingestion, this is actually a process of taking food into the body, is called as ingestion. Ingestion we can also say is intake of food by an organism. Ingestion means food is being taken into the body either by swallowing or by absorbing it. Okay, this we'll discuss different methods of ingestion in different organisms in the video coming up. That is next one is digestion. Okay, digestion is actually involves breaking down of those nutrients. Means first food is taken in, then it has to be digested, it has to be broken down. Now digestion means breaking down of the nutrients such as protein into amino acid, carbohydrate into starch, and fats into fatty acids and glycerols. Okay, breaking down means you all know proteins are, they are made up of amino acid. Now in digestion what happens, proteins they are being broken down into amino acid. Means protein they are made up of amino acid, they are broken down into different amino acid. Carbohydrates they are broken down into starch, and fat they are broken down into fatty acids and glycerol. Means जो हमने food intake किया है उसको छोटे छोटे parts में break करना, that's called as digestion. Next is absorption. Absorption it involves the absorption of nutrients from the food by the blood. Okay, जो food digest हुआ है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्रोटीन को ब्रेक करके अमीनो एसिड बने हैं, तो these amino acids they have to get into the blood stream, क्योंकि blood ही हमारा nutrients को different body parts में पहुंचाता है. So they have to be get into the blood stream. So absorption means nutrients from the food are absorbed by the blood. ये एब्जॉर्प्शन बेसिकली ह्यूमन बीइंग में होता है, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में, दैट विल डिस्कस लेटर। पर एब्जॉर्प्शन जो होता है वो यही मतलब है कि एब्जॉर्ब करना, मतलब अपने अंदर सोख लेना या फिर एब्जॉर्ब कर लेना। तो ब्लड जो है वो फूड जो हमारा हमने खाया है वो डाइजेस्ट हुआ है, उस फूड को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है अपने अंदर, उससे जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं उसको एब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है। Assimilation involves the process of transporting the nutrients and water to all the parts of the body. Means assimilation means अब जब एक बार ब्लड ने फूड फूड एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया तो उसको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट बॉडी पार्ट्स को भी तो ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है, कहाँ पे किस चीज की क्या जरूरत है उसके अकॉर्डिंग वहां पे ट्रांसपोर्ट करना उन न्यूट्रिएंट्स को, दैट इज कॉल्ड एसिमिलेशन। एंड इजेशन मींस डिस्पोजल ऑफ वेस्ट फूड आउट ऑफ द बॉडी। मींस जो वेस्ट फूड है या जो एक्स्ट्रा फूड है या जो फूड अनडाइजेस्टेड रह गया है उसको बॉडी के बाहर इजेस्ट करना या फिर उसको बॉडी के बाहर थ्रो करना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इजेशन। ओके, now we'll discuss ingestion in different organisms. Okay, now you see first one is amoeba. Amoeba is actually a unicellular organism. Unicellular means which is made up of only one cell. So amoeba, if it is made up of one cell, we cannot expect an amoeba to have a mouth because it will require more than one cells to have a mouth. Okay, तो amoeba जो है वो unicellular है, तो कैसे फूड को ग्रास्प करता है? Through phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is the process by which amoeba it engulfs the food. Now you see on the picture over here, there is a food particle near the amoeba. Now amoeba, what does it do? This is the nucleus of amoeba and this is the cytoplasm part. Okay, now amoeba, what does it do is throws out or it pushes out two pseudopodias around the food particle. Okay, धीरे धीरे करके सीडोपोडियास को डेवलप करता है और ये अपने बॉडी से उनको सीडोपोडियास को थ्रो आउट करता है नियर द फूड पार्टिकल और उसको एनगल्फ कर देता है या फिर उसको चारों तरफ से अपने घेर घेर लेता है उसको। फिर उसके बाद दी सीडोपोडिया दे एक्चुअली engulf the food and take in the food into the cell. Okay, pseudopodia means a false foot. Means you see amoeba is not having a foot, not having a leg, not having a hand or not having a mouth. Just to engulf the food it is throwing out or it is projecting out these two projections over here. Now these projections are called as pseudopodia just to engulf the food. Pseudo means something which is called false. Okay, this pseudopodia means a false food which is being ejected by the amoeba. इस सीरोपोडिया को दो सीरोपोडियास को थ्रो करता है सो दैट फूड पार्टिकल को एनगल्फ कर सके और फिर दी सीरोपोडिया दे एक्चुअली जॉइन टुगेदर ओवर हियर एंड अ फूड वैक्यूल is actually a sac which is formed inside the amoeba when the food is being intaken. तो इस तरीके से फूड को अपने अंदर इंजेस्ट कर लेता है एंड यू सी ओवर हियर द फूड इज इनसाइड एंड आफ्टर दिस we'll come to digestion in the next part. So इसके digestion पे हम बाद में आएंगे. Next one is, okay, this process only called as phagocytosis of engulfing the food by projecting out the pseudopodia is called as phagocytosis. Next thing is hydra. Next organism, hydra, it is having tentacles. In the picture you can see over here, hydra is having tentacles. These tentacles, they actually are they are actually required to actually capture the prey. Prey means जिस भी ऑर्गेनिज्म को हाइड्रा एनगल्फ करना चाहता है या हाइड्रा इनटेक करना चाहता है उसके अराउंड ये टेंटिकल्स दे टेक अप दैट एनिमल्स और इसके थ्रू वो उसको एनगल्फ कर लेता है अंदर. ओके, वन मोर थिंग इज ओवर हियर, हाइड्रा इज नॉट यूनिसेलुलर. हाइड्रा यूनिसेलुलर नहीं होता है, वो मल्टी सेलुलर होता है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज हैविंग टेंटिकल्स टू एक्चुअली एनगल्फ द प्रे. ओके, इफ यू सी third one, that is spider. Spider's web. Spider web is something which is spider, they prepare a web on their own so that other mosquitoes they are trapped inside the web, and then spider, when they're trapped, they cannot come out of the web. Like different mosquitoes, like or other insects like cockroaches, mosquitoes, and other insects, they are trapped inside this web. This web is being prepared by the, or this web is being knitted by the spider. And this, when they these insects, they are trapped inside the net. You see over here, an insect is being trapped. If you can see it in the picture, it is quite clear. Okay, then the spider, it comes and attacks the mosquito, or the trapped organism, and it's take nutrition from it. Okay, so you see, these are the three basic ingestion process by the three different organisms. Okay, now we'll come to mosquitoes. For mosquitoes, the blood is food. Okay, हमारा जो ब्लड है वो मॉस्किटोज के लिए फूड है. तो या एनिमल्स का भी ब्लड मॉस्किटोज के लिए फूड है. तो मॉस्किटोज अपना ब्लड, हमारा ब्लड या फूड कैसे ऑब्टेन करते हैं? बाय sucking it through the feeding tube. Mosquito, you in the picture you can see over here, they're having the sucking tube. This is the tube, and you see they pierce this tube inside the skin. That is why when mosquito bite, we having itching over there on that particular part. So mosquito, they actually pierce the skin through this sucking tube, and they suck the blood of the human being. And next we come to, if butterfly. For butterfly, the food is nectar from the flower. We all know that butterfly, they suck the nectar from the flower. So for sucking up the nectar from the flower, you can see they're having a feeding tube. Now you see in the picture, it is very clear they're having a tube through which this butterfly is taking in the nectar from the flower. Okay, in the picture you can see this is the sucking tube. Okay, you can see through this feeding tube. Sorry, feeding tube. इस फीडिंग ट्यूब के थ्रू जो होता है वो फ्लास्क के अंदर जो नेक्टर होता है उसको सक कर लेती है. सो दीज आर द डिफरेंट वेज ऑफ इंजेक्शन in different organism. And the next over here, we are going to discuss the last organism regarding ingestion topic. Okay, in how does starfish, they ingest or they intake their food? Okay, now this is something really very interesting. Okay, now you see the structure of starfish over here. It is clearly seen in the diagram. Now firstly we'll see what do they feed on. Okay, starfish क्या खाती है? worms, snail या fishes, जो भी हमारे सी में या समुद्र में जो भी मिलते हैं worms, छोटे छोटे, या फिर snails होती हैं डिफरेंट या fishes होती हैं जो उसको खाती है starfish है. The next thing is food is captured with the help of tube feet. अब उसको पहले फूड को खाने से पहले उसको कैप्चर भी तो करना पड़ेगा, उसका शिकार भी तो करना पड़ेगा स्टारफिश को. तो वो किसके थ्रू करती है? थ्रू द ट्यूब फीट. Okay, now what is tube feet? You can see a structure over here. This is the structure of a tube feet. They are found on the body on of the starfish. यहाँ पे देखिए ट्यूब फीट है कई सारे. इसके थ्रू वो जो भी उसका प्रे है उसको ही कैप्चर कर लेते हैं. स्टारफिश को कैप्चर कर लेती है. एंड देन व्हाट डज इट डू? द स्टारफिश पॉप आउट इट्स स्टमक. ये इसका स्टमक पोर्शन है, येलो पोर्शन. इस स्टमक पोर्शन को वो बाहर निकालती है, मीन्स स्टमक को ही बाहर निकाल देती है, और वो प्रे के ऊपर जाके उस प्रे को कैप्चर कर लेता है. देन रैप द स्टमक अराउंड द कैप्चर्ड एनिमल. फिर इस स्टमक को जब वो बाहर निकालती है स्टारफिश, और स्टारफिश निकालने के बाद क्या करती है? स्टमक को उस जो यहाँ सपोज यहाँ पे दिस इज सपोज दिस रेड कलर which I'm drawing over here, this is the captured animal or captured prey. Okay, now what does starfish do? It actually pops out this stomach. इस स्टमक को बाहर निकाल देगी, और ये जो कैप्चर्ड इसका प्रे है इसके अराउंड इसको रैप करेगी स्टमक को, और उसके बाद उस एनिमल को इनटेक कर लेगी. एंड स्टमक इज विदड्रॉन इनटू द बॉडी एंड स्लोली द फूड इज डाइजेस्टेड. और फिर इसके बाद जब एक बार इसने पॉप आउट किया स्टमक, और यहाँ पे प्रे जो था उसका वो कैप्चर कर लिया, स्टमक के अंदर चला गया वो प्रे, फिर वो स्टमक अपनी जगह पे वापस आ जाएगा. मीन्स विड्रॉ कर लेती है उसे, वहां से हटा लेती है स्टमक को, और स्टमक अपनी जगह पे आ जाता है. अगेन द फूड इज नाउ देन डाइजेस्टेड. Okay, now we'll come to an end to the topic of ingestion. Okay, next is digestion, that we'll discuss in the next video. Next video will continue with digestion, absorption and assimilation. Okay. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you have any queries or anything which you would like to discuss, or you would like to give any suggestions regarding the video. You can surely put it down in the comment section. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.